All right, so let's talk a little bit of RV.
Right, so rolling into RV here, right around this, corner here. You're sitting at our desk. I see a few RVs rolling down 95 already.
Yeah.
So it's that time to get your RV ready. And if you haven't done it yet, here's some tips to de-winterize your RV.
To de-winterize. All right, so it looks like you got 11 tips here. All right,
11 tips to
let's hear it.
check your fluids and oil level. Pretty easy,
Yep,
especially if it's
always.
been sitting all
Makes sense.
all winter. Flush your water system. Get that old water out if you didn't, get it out in the first place. And maintain your RV slide outs.
That's an important one.
That is, you want smooth slide outs so they go in and out. We can use our slide out lube.
Yeah, but do we have a bottle?
We don't.
So we do offer a slide out lube here. We've heard some pretty good things on it, so check that out.
So check your batteries. Make sure you're good to go down the road. That's always key. Change any filters that you have. Check your tires and tire pressure when you get ready to roll down the road, and then test your safety devices throughout your RV, smoke detectors.
Okay.
Maybe your fire extinguishers. Make sure they're up to date in that. Give your RV generator a fresh run. You can, we got some RV oil or some generator oil there too for you. So you take care of it there. Inspect your air vents and windows, especially if you're going down. You don't want anything flying off your RV.
Yeah.
And of course, check your engine, give her a nice run, and make sure everything's, make sure she's purring and good to go. And look for leaks. Look for leaks. Maybe get on the roof and get the hose up there. Make sure no vents or anything's leaking there.
Makes sense. I was thinking it was like run your engine.
Or run your engine. That could be another thing. Yeah.
Both. Okay.
Yeah. So better to be more prepared when you have an RV. You don't want things to happen when you're on the road.
So I think we have a blog post on our website too, kind of details some of those tips. So
right.
You're pulling out for the spring and summer, ready to hit the road. Check out make sure you de-winterize. It's important, especially you want it to last. You want your equipment, your RV, your rigs. They're not cheap, so take care of them.